Welcome to All Academic Channel, where question matters more than answers for most of our history. We humans weren't the dominant species on this planet. We were actually pretty far down the food chain. Think about it. We were weak, slow, and incredibly vulnerable. No sharp claws to defend ourselves, no powerful fangs to hunt with, and no thick fur to protect us from the cold. We were, for all intents and purposes, prey. And yet, look at us now. We dominate every corner of this world, from the deepest oceans to the highest mountains. So, how did this happen? How did a fragile, hairless ape go from being hunted to being the master of the planet? It wasn't because we got stronger. It wasn't because we suddenly evolved into super predators. It was because of a handful of discoveries. Discoveries so profound, so earth-shattering, that they did unjust change our behavior. They rewired our biology and set us on a completely new evolutionary path. This is the story of the discoveries that truly made us human. Let's travel back in time, hundreds of thousands of years ago. Imagine the world back then. When the sun went down, absolute darkness fell. A deep, primal darkness filled with unseen dangers. The cold was a constant threat, shaping every aspect of survival. And everywhere, predators lurked, hunting with brutal efficiency. Early humans lived in a state of constant fear, their existence a fragile balance between life and death. Then something extraordinary happened, a moment that would change everything. Humans learned to control fire. Now, we didn't invent fire, of course. It was a terrifying force of nature, something to be feared. But slowly, tentatively, our ancestors learned to capture it, to feed it, to keep it alive. And with that single act, our world was transformed. Fire brought warmth, pushing back the life-threatening cold. It brought safety, creating a circle of light that kept the predators at bay. For the first time, humans had a reliable defense against the things that hunted them in the night. But fire did something even more revolutionary. It changed our food. Cooking food made it softer, safer from parasites, and much, much easier to digest. Suddenly, our bodies didn't have to work as hard to extract nutrients. With every cooked meal, we gained a surplus of energy, and over thousands of generations, this extra energy literally reshaped our bodies. But our teeth, no longer needed for tearing tough raw meat, became smaller. Our digestive systems, our guts, became shorter and more efficient, and all that saved energy went to one place: our brains. Our brains began to grow, becoming larger and more complex. Fire didn't just change how we lived, it physically changed who we were. No other species on Earth learned to cook its food. This was our first great leap, our first fundamental break from the rest of the natural world. But fire alone wasn't enough to secure our future. We were still physically weak. We still needed to hunt, to butcher carcasses, to build shelters, to overcome our physical limitations. We made another groundbreaking discovery: tools. It started simply. A sharp-edged stone became a knife, capable of slicing through hide and meat. A sturdy branch, sharpened at the end, became a spear, allowing us to hunt from a safer distance. With tools, the human body extended beyond its physical limits. Our weak muscles didn't matter as much when we could leverage the power of a sharpened rock or a well-aimed projectile. But tool-making did something even more profound. It changed how we thought. Before you can make a tool, you have to imagine it. You have to see it in your mind's eye. You need to plan the steps, remember what works and what doesn't, and learn from your mistakes. This process of creation and refinement sculpted our minds, strengthening our capacity for planning, memory, and abstract thought. And with tools came another crucial development. This new knowledge, how to find the right stone, how to shape it, how to use it effectively, it had to be taught. Skills had to be shared from one person to another, from one generation to the next. Survival was no longer just an individual struggle. It became a collective effort, a team sport. This set the stage for the most powerful discovery of all, the one that truly separates us from every other living thing on this planet: complex language. Language is so much more than just a series of grunts and sounds. It's the ability to share complex, abstract thoughts. With language, humans could do incredible things. We could tell stories about the past. We could share detailed warnings about dangers over the horizon. We could plan intricate hunts, coordinating the actions of a large group. Most importantly, we could teach the next generation everything we had learned. One person's experience, one person's brilliant idea could now become the shared knowledge of the entire tribe. Ideas could now travel and evolve faster than our genes ever could. This is the moment humanity stopped evolving purely through biology and began evolving through culture. Knowledge began to accumulate, passed down and built upon with each new generation. Our social groups grew larger and more complex. Cooperation reached levels never before seen in nature. Language effectively turned a collection of individuals into a single, collective superintelligence. For tens of thousands of years, we were nomadic hunter-gatherers living this way. Then, about 12,000 years ago, another discovery came along that would once again reshape everything. Agriculture. We learned to control the life cycles of plants and animals. We figured out how to domesticate wild grasses into wheat and corn, and how to breed wild animals into livestock. For the first time, our food source became predictable and, in theory, plentiful. But this incredible discovery came with a heavy price. To tend our crops and animals, we had to settle down in one place. Large populations living together created new problems. Diseases spread like wildfire through crowded settlements. Social hierarchies and inequality began to emerge for the first time. Life, in many ways, actually became harder. Early farmers were often less healthy and worked longer hours than their hunter-gatherer ancestors, but they had one massive advantage. They were more numerous. Agriculture allowed for an explosion in population. These growing populations formed villages, which became towns, which eventually became the first cities. With cities came the specialization of labor. Not everyone had to be a farmer anymore. Some could become artisans, soldiers, priests, or scribes. And from this specialization came the invention of writing, complex technology, and eventually, science. Agriculture may not have made life easier for the individual, but it made civilization possible. Fire, tools, language, agriculture. These weren't singular events that happened in one place. They were discoveries made by different groups of people all across the world, all responding to the fundamental challenge of survival. And they are the deep foundations upon which our modern world is built. The incredible science, the dazzling technology, the complex global civilization we have today, none of it appeared out of thin air. It is the direct result of these ancient discoveries made by our ancestors tens, even hundreds of thousands of years ago. So the real question isn't just how we became so powerful. The more urgent question is this: What will be our next great discovery? And when we find it, will it be the thing that saves us, or the thing that finally destroys us? The story is only just beginning. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to @allacademic for more videos like this. Let me know in the comments what you'd love to see next.